Hey. 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 Oh.
Yahoo!
Right as we started, a fuzzy went up my nose.
Really?
Right up my schnoz.
Right at your schnauzer?
Yeah. Right at the Oh, it's off. Oh, I was like, another one.
That's why you see me going in the light like a mad person. I'm going like this for 20 minutes.
You're definitely mad.
Oh.
You look mad.
Baby, I'm not mad. Are you mad?
I have an immediate elephant address in the room, and it's the fact that I have to sit currently like a straight man spreader.
What?
Because I did leg day at the gym the other day, and I did like the hip abductor. And
who abducted her? Who abducted her?
Is that what it's called? Hip abduction? Hip abduct hip. The hip,
it's abnormal.
Hip to the hip hop. But I did whatever, and I really spread it. I was preparing for birth, and they're a little sore. So it's like actually hurts to sit in certain positions right now. Like even lifting my leg off the ground is like driving pain.
Not exercising making you not be gay. Harmophobia, babes. Harmophobia. I hate that for you. I'm sorry. Well, that's okay. Nice to.
Oh, I was like,
what is that?
What is that noise happening? Producer Poppy is just blowing his schnoz. A lot of schnoz work today here in the studio.
Sniffing the mic.
Sniff the mic, babes.
Sniffing out a lead.
Second elephant in the room.
Yes.
I am in all black. I did in fact come from a funeral today.
I also am in all black. Oh.
Let's just say what it is.
Let's say what it is.
I did attend a funeral today. I won't get into all the details.
I'm
but I
sorry
was in
about
a
that.
funeral. It's all good.
And I'm sorry I forgot about it when you walked in all black and I made a joke out of.
That's how we vibe.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
I want to do the Amy Schumer, what she does with her friends, and they just like they'll talk about somebody dying. They'll be like, "Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss."
I've never seen that. What?
On her podcast that she had a while ago. That's
Miss
like,
Amy.
They'd be like, yeah, and then like my mom died, and they would all just start going, "Sorry for your loss."
I wonder if she learned that from her husband that has Asperger's, and he's just like, it's saying what it is. I'm calling it how it is.
I think it's just on the spectrum now. I don't think they say Asperger's.
Oh,
anymore.
you're right. You're absolutely right. I think she even said that he used to be. He used to say he had Asperger's, but now he's
if you want to cancel Chris, comment below. And I will be the top 5 comments, by the way.
Yeah, you're making up new accounts.
Yeah, it's just all these
like
random
user
accounts.
XYZ5679. I'm like, now wait a minute. Hold on.
So before we even really dive in.
Yeah.
I have got to tell you a story that happened today at this funeral.
I'm dying to hear.
It is.
Oh, no pun intended. That's horrible.
Oh.
I didn't mean it.
By the way, there's never a time that you make more death jokes than when you're at a funeral. Like,
and knowing me, I probably would too.
When I'm like, oh, I'm so dead, and it's like, oh, nope, they're literally dead. But
I'm so it's so bad.
Like, and like cursing and like parts of it are in a church and stuff.
Yeah,
it's weird.
yeah.
But whatever. So this funeral.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's like a 3-parter. Because there's like the little mini calling hours thing. There's like the little church mass that they did, and then there was
what's the first
the burial.
One? Like
calling hours, like you
what's
like
that?
Visit the body. I don't really
calling
know how to describe
hours. I've never heard. Oh, like the view, like a viewing.
You never heard of a calling hour? Yeah, it's like a viewing.
Okay,
but it's called calling.
Nobody
hours.
in my immediate family has passed away, or extended family even. No grandmas, grandpas, or except my one grandpa when I was like 2, so I don't remember it. So I've never really been to like a funeral really, so I don't really know.
Visitation.
Oh, is that a Catholic thing? No.
Calling it calling hours?
No,
or just
calling
doing
it
the visitation.
Like visitation, or
I don't know. I've only ever known it as.
Is that where
hours,
there's like someone
thing.
standing next to the casket or something? You like shake their hand or like you say hi or meet and greet. Kind of
I
thing?
mean, like normally, like the most immediate family will stand up there. So like, it was my uncle. So like his wife, my aunt, and like their kids were up there.
Oh, okay.
It's I guess it's called calling hours, but it did. My whole family does it. Mm-hmm. It did remind me. I absolutely have no interest in doing that for my parents when they like inevitably like kick the bucket, and not at my hands allegedly. Even though I do threaten them on the daily.
I was like, no, wait a minute.
That life insurance policy. There's so many
Get
fuzzies
that
on this
crap
thing. It's
out of
so
your mouth.
Crazy.
Oh, there's one on your chin too. Don't move. I got it.
They're really crazy today. So I just have no interest in doing the open casket thing.
No.
Not to get like too morbid, but like it freaks me out.
No, I don't blame you.
So we do everything. Okay. So I was what's called a pallbearer.
Yes.
Carrying the casket. One of the people that carries the caskets to and from the different places.
Yes.
So there was like you need like a max of 8 for that situation. Okay. for whatever reason, his list was like 10 people long because he like made a list before he died. So
wow,
we did like 4 and 4 on each side, I think. And then like the last 2 that we just called them like honorary or whatever. And they just kind of like hung out in the back.
Yeah, sure.
So my father and my cousin's fiance were the 2 in the back.
How do they deal with height differences though? Because not everybody's so, you know what I mean?
Well, you don't carry it like this.
Oh, you don't?
No, you just like hold it next to you.
Oh, I've only seen like YouTube videos of like, and they're holding it like on their shoulders. No?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
You like hold it on your side.
Oh, okay.
And you adjust for height. I mean, like I was probably holding it almost.
That makes
like,
sense
at this
because your
weird
arm,
angle.
you know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
And so, because you don't want to have to take it too high, because then it just like goes from one thing to the next. Like you don't have to like really shift the level very much.
Right.
Flip it and reverse it. So anyway, we get through the whole thing. Okay.
Yes.
We get to the cemetery, the burial plot.
Okay.
You have to walk it from the car to the like hole in the ground.
Right.
The grave.
Right. Yeah.
Which of course this one was a little bit further. Like you had to like walk through the grass quite a bit to get to.
Right. Because you never know where that plot's going to be. Right.
Sure. So we're like coming up to it. Okay. And I'm like maybe third. So there's like 2 people in front of me and then somebody right behind me on my side. So they're like, as we're approaching it, they're like, okay, guys, like there's planks set up all around.
Bless you.
All around the hole to like walk on. Cause like it's rained, like the ground is a little softer.
Right. Walk the plank.
Yeah. So there's like wood planks under the thing. And then there's like these, what look like almost giant rubber bands across the hole.
Yeah.
That's what you put it on.
Yes.
Then the machine lifts it from that, whatever, later.
Okay.
So
lifts it.
yeah, they like lift the casket for a second. They take those off and then they lower it down. And it's like almost like a crane. So
okay.
So we're walking up. Okay, now I'm just like looking forward. All these people are behind
holding
me.
the casket.
Yeah, like we're in front too. So every person that's there is behind us
Right.
and following us.
Yes.
So I'm just like looking forward, whatever. All of a sudden,
No.
I start to feel the whole thing tilt.
No.
Okay.
No.
This is gonna get really fucking crazy.
No.
So it tilts. So I'm like now double gripping it, feeling like I'm holding it for dear life.
It's tilting away from you?
It's tilting like my side is going up and the other side is going down. So like if it was like this, it's going like this.
What?
Now, of course in movies, you see like a casket fall and like the body will fall out, right? So you're like, I don't know if caskets lock. I would assume in 2024 at this point, like there's a lock mechanism on a casket that the body's not going to comply on.
No.
So it starts to tilt.
No.
So now I'm like, what? And then I start hearing, literally a movie scene. I start hearing people behind me gasping, oh my God. And I'm like, what the is going on, dude? My father fell into the grave. Fell in, dude.
Michael
fell in.
Michael, you had one job.
He wasn't even holding the casket, dude. He was just walking
Wasn't he
behind
supposed
it.
to be?
No, he was
he
like one
wasn't?
of the honorary ones that was just like walking behind us and stuff like.
And one of the person holding the thing like turned to look.
Well, tried to let go to help him.
No.
So no. By the time I finally get to turn around to see what's happening, I'm watching my cousin hiking him out of the hole. Okay, lifting him out of this hole. He obviously at some point must have realized that he was about to fall, that he like turned himself around somehow. He got the same gash in his leg that I got from Beyonce.
Oh.
Now, here's the killer. So now, gashed up the leg, bleeding everywhere.
No.
At the middle of this funeral, okay? So now we're like dragging him to the side, trying to like tape his together.
You're still holding on to the
No,
cast.
we put it down now at this point.
Okay.
So now we're all over there. I'm like, just go. Like, just keep.
Not your dad making it about him.
Dude, it was so bad. And then, of course, because like my family's rotted, we're all just like, oh, my uncle pushed him in from the other side.
Yeah. Dragged him in.
Yeah,
Said, I'm not getting in that hole. Yeah, how do you like it?
And then, of course, afterward, he's like, all I could think was like, oh my, because he didn't see the bands that you like put it on.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh my God, not only am I falling in, they're going to drop the casket on me inside of the hole.
Help!
So, and here's the killer. He just had a knee replacement surgery.
Oh my God.
On the same leg.
Well, maybe it's better that the replacement already happened, but still, this is too much. I cannot.
I'm not.
Jordan, this is too
much. When I texted
much.
you that I had a brutal story for you, I was not kidding, dude.
I could never, ever have imagined that's what it was. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Michael,
and you know what? He was all butthurt that I gave my mom some loving, fucking shout out in the last episode. He's like, well, where's mine? Here it is, girl.
Oh, well.
You got it. You got it.
Well, you got me, gal.
Literally, we're leaving the funeral. Again, my family is rotted. Like, we can't ever take anything too seriously.
Oh, my
We're
God.
leaving the funeral. I'm screaming across the grass. I'm like, just so you know, I'm filming tonight and this is going on it. Best of luck. Like, I'm just like, girl, I can't do it.
God, I wish I had a video of that.
Yeah, honestly, I think we all do.
Oh my God, not falling
and
into the grave.
My poor aunt, whose like husband just died, she's like, she wanted to laugh so bad, and then she's like crying. There was just like a lot of emotions happening, and so it just was so bad. And like the priest is there.
Oh my God, I can't.
It's like, I mean, if you're an embarrassed person like myself, like it is your worst nightmare.
Here's the thing about something like that. As like,
Producer Poppy and I would have like just melted into. I would have lied in the grave and been like, honestly, just bury me in it.
The
like
thing
I'm
is,
over
though,
it.
your poor dad will never, ever, be able to live that down. No pun intended.
I already told him at his funeral. I'm just gonna tell people if they feel moved to jump in to just go ahead.
Just go ahead.
As like an homage to him. As an homage.
I'll jump right in.
So I know you will.
Tomorrow night when you go home, and get his life insurance when you stab him. Oh my God, that is wild. I never would have expected
that to start off the pod.
Wow. Well,
let's end it there, folks. It's not going to get any better than that. Yeah. But I literally could not.
That gagged me. You got me, girl. You got me, gal.
I couldn't even hold that in any longer. It took everything in me not to just call and tell you.
God.
Because it was so absurd. I was like, this didn't happen. Like, there's no way that's happening in real life.
It doesn't sound real. It sounds like a bit. It sounds like an SNL bit or something.
It was literally like a movie scene. The oh my gods and the gasping and screaming sounded like a pre-recorded track that they put in a film. Like, it was so. Yeah, it was like, oh my God. It was so wild. Yeah.
I don't even know. How do I even transition out of that at some point? Well, anyways.
I mean, that's just going to sit in the universe for life, dude.
You know what? Your uncle really thought it was going to be about him, and your dad said,
not today,
Miss Ma'am.
Not today.
Miss Ma'am.
Which is not surprising because my dad and I are very similar. So
yeah, you get it from somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure.
when I'm at yours, I'll be doing the same thing.
I would expect you to one-up that somehow. Yeah. Your dad better roll in, like,
I'm doing a number.
Double tuck. You better be in the hole already. Lift him up. You're on hooks.
No, I'm talking about yours.
Huh? No, I know.
Oh.
This is what I want to see.
Yeah.
From beyond.
They'll get to the thing to like carry the casket over the grave, and they'll be like, well, where is it? And then I will rise from the ground holding your casket.
Or better
yet, in there, girl.
There's two caskets. You're in the first one. Ready?
Yeah.
You hear like thunk, thunk, thunk. You're like, oh my God, he's coming out. Thunk, and then creak, and then yeah. We both pop out of the same casket. But I'm on like.
But we do a number.
You have me on strings like a marionette. You're like yeah, and I'm like
yeah. By the way, when I'm also however old you were when you died, like we're not far enough off. But
I know. As if what are you going to be doing?
I just like.
Oh my God.
That's just the truth of what happened today.
Michael, I don't know.
I don't know. Make like that up.
No,
you cannot.
No. And he'll never live it down.
No.
And you know what? That's kind of iconic.
It is iconic. It's one of those stories like it's like how many people can you say have been bit by a shark? How many people can you say have fallen into a grave? How many do you know?
It's actually like I've never
How about
heard
my own dad?
It's like, let me just go and try it out for size. You know what I mean? Like, is this roomy enough? Your dad's like, let me just see if it'll be comfortable.
Try it out for size.
He's in there like it's mattress firm. He's like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. Thank God. You know what? We're gonna give it to her again. Thank God for Miss Abigail for giving me them Purell wipes that I had in my car so I could wipe his wound up, dude, because it was so crazy.
Yes. I was actually just thinking about her again yesterday with that Purell stuff because I needed to get more of those little those mini hand pumps.
Yeah, I like that one.
Thank you, Abigail, for bringing me a whole bunch of them when you see me next. Mwah!
Same. Yeah, we need to go shopping at her house.
And
again.
Jordan. Mwah!
What is this, like toddlers and tiaras?
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody, and God bless America. I don't know what that was.
Whoa. The spirit took over.
It was something.
The Holy Spirit.
Let's take
the
it back.
Holy
Let's
Spirit.
start over. Ta-da-da.
Yeah. Girl,
Tell the story again.
He wanted a loving shout out. He got 15 minutes of a fucking episode. So shout out to
and
you, Michael.
And you know what? Shout out to Michael. Shout out to your uncle. I don't even know.
May he rest in peace. By himself, hopefully, and not fucking with somebody else in the grave.
So that means, was your dad Whoa.
Whoa. You literally just had your own ballet thing.
Is your dad directly related? Is that like his brother or is that his in-law?
No, my aunt is my mom's sister.
Oh, okay.
So he's like my uncle, I guess, technically by marriage, but he's the only uncle I've ever known.
So did you
Whoa.
You know what?
What f***ing drugs did we take before we started?
I'm still
this?
so
Holy
shook by
crap.
this story. I still
know.
can't remember. I'm still like in another place.
I know. So is he.
I was gonna much like your uncle. No, I can't.
Whoa.
Was your dad walking forwards or like backwards?
Forwards.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no excuse. There's not 1 ounce of an excuse.
God, I wish I was just a bug on the branch somewhere.
I think we all do. It's really like a once in a lifetime moment. Just not the one that I wanted.
I can't even imagine.
It's a lifetime original.
I actually can't even imagine having to. I mean, I'm blessed to not have be in this position to like have to think of who would be my pallbearer. But imagine like having to think about that. Who would you pick? Like, you know, it's like hard to like. Wow. Like, who do I want to? I'm not gonna ask you straight up like who is it, but not me.
Like I probably would be cremated. I don't want to do the whole thing.
Why do you want to be cremated versus buried?
I don't know. It just seems like such a hassle for everybody else. Even if you have a lot of it figured out, like my parents have everything put together. So like when and if they go, there's no if. But when they go, like we really don't have to technically do anything. Like it's all handled and paid for and like all that kind of stuff. But it still is like a whole thing. I feel like I would rather just have like, let's just do the cremation and then like have a little party. I don't even want a service because I'm not religious. Let's just have a party.
No, I mean service. I mean like celebration of life.
Yeah, but I want it to be a celebration. I don't want it to be like a somber.
That's what I said. Celebration of life.
Yeah, but like my friend did like a celebration with like a cremation, and it was still like a somber thing at like a community center.
I don't know.
No, come to the house.
No,
turn up, do a shot.
No black, right? No wearing all black.
I mean, if it's fashion, it's fashion. It's fashion. My aunt was just telling me today, she's like, it is actually ridiculous how in sync you two are on this podcast.
The sad thing is, now that our references have kind of either meshed or like melded, or we have these references that we know from knowing. Bless you.
Bless you.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't you? Bless you.
Would you like to speak on that sneeze?
Another one, thank you.
Like, the news day is this?
I don't want to be cremated because the thought of being burned scares the hell out of me.
We could try it before you go.
Yeah, let's. Anybody got a lighter? This seems very flammable. Yes. I'll report back.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. You might like it.
I don't know. I just don't like the idea. I mean, I want to be buried, not cremated, and it's like I just the thought. Even though I'm dead.
Do you want an open casket visitation?
Only if my eyes can be open and I get to go like this.
That's so
why is the mic? Why am I holding the mic?
You're holding the mic in death, by the way.
No.
We died doing the podcast.
No, this is the open casket face for me.
Oof. What you know what we should do? We're gonna do
I deserve to die at this
taxidermy. You know my joke of life is that I'm gonna be taxidermied and I'm gonna stand like this at the visitation. You have to shake my hand.
And they put like a hinge on your
dead person on my elbow.
And I would love to see it. And they should put one on your hip too, since you can't move it anymore. Apparently,
I know. I'm gonna have a hip replacement by the time I'm 30.
I'm actually, you'd be proud of me. I was exercising the last couple days in here because I'm back on my workout routine, girl.
There's no proof. It looks exactly the same. Keep looking,
2
girl.
days, girl. I know. I'm like,
I believe you. I'm happy that you finally got a workout in. Now that you're done making an excuse with your sickness or whatever you want to call it. So dumb.
Let's do it.
Like, get it fixed and move on.
Me with your hip. Why don't you just squat?
Me as I'm like,
why don't you get it fixed? It's time for a break.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back with a different story than falling in the grave.
I know.
Girl.
That's the
talk about having one foot in the grave.
Oh. That's the joke.
My freaking hip is still in so much pain. Ugh. It's so annoying.
And you're sure it has nothing to do with the fact that you were golfing recently?
Yeah, because that involves your hips. Well, I guess it does a little bit. Not the way I was doing it, because I don't know what it... This is how you golf.
I
Gay.
saw myself out of my own mind going like, yeah.
Yeah, it works your head.
Yeah, I was like, golfing like that.
Hey.
Talk about the weekend, girl.
I did. I went golfing this past weekend.
Yes.
So straight.
I cannot picture this at
Well, I spent
all.
5.5 hours on a golf course, so you certainly could have one way or another. But no. I was there for a bachelor party weekend.
Yes.
All our newest fans of the pod, as they've told me. And it was a really good weekend, actually. It was a little nerve-wracking. It was like me and 10 straight guys. And I only had met
I keep forgetting
2.
there's that many.
There was a lot. It's
Jesus
a big bridal
and the 12
party.
disciples girl up in there.
Oh, and they were all Christians too.
That's
so
right, yeah.
But I've only met 2 of them, the groom and then his like college roommate that I met back in the day.
Right.
So it was like, it's like not very fun when you're like, okay, I have to go meet 9 people and live with them for 3 days.
The fact that they were all straight.
Yeah, that doesn't even matter.
The fact that there were 10
Just
freaking
period.
people you
Strangers.
didn't know, girl.
In a house.
Yeah.
Sharing a room.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I mean, the house slept 15, but like, you know, when a house says it sleeps 15, that also means like the pull-out couch
grandma's
that's in the same room as the bed.
The
yeah,
kitchen counter is a bed.
Not in this house, girl.
No, I know. That's
Rich.
how they like that's how they would say it.
But yeah, so like you had to share a room. I slept in the same room as somebody I've never met. Like, you know, but I mean, it was super nice. Everybody was super nice, but it was just like, it's not fun when you're thinking about all that. But it honestly took like 3 seconds for everybody to bond, which we stand.
You know what? That's really a testament to your friend because it shows that he's clearly
curated
surrounds
a great
himself.
group. Yeah, with good people.
Yeah.
And they're not like, it is like, for me, a little weird because like obviously the straight whatever, but also like they're all religious and I am not, you know. And so that also adds a factor of just like, okay,
you're
like what's the vibe gonna be? Yeah, like what are we doing here? Like how many crosses am I gonna be nailed to today? But
what you're really wondering, you're like, are they gonna like bully me and wrestle me down?
Daddy God,
Father,
dear Father, I've sinned.
That's what you wanted. You said, "Oh, a bunch of Christians."
Not from these ones. I mean, love them, but
okay.
No. But they're like
I'm adding to the stereotype, by the way.
Shocker.
I'm like,
yeah, you make it worse.
Ew.
But they were totally. I mean,
I love
the
that.
best. They're the best ones you want to be with.
That's so cool.
The groom likes to golf, so 2 days of the trip involved golfing.
Brave.
Went the first day, did it for him. Had my little fun. Drank through an entire bottle of Crown Royal out on the court.
Today's episode is sponsored by Crown
Isn't
Royal.
it the course? The course, not the court.
It's
you
the
don't
court.
golf on a court. No, it's a course.
No,
golf
that's what
course.
I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. It's a course. Yes.
You just said court.
No, I said course.
The first time you said court.
Well, I meant course then.
You meant corset.
What I meant was, well, I will take you to court.
You should have been wearing the corset today.
No,
they'll have to make an appearance on the pod at some point. The weirdest looking man. Known to man is what I was trying to say, or in history.
I figured to say I'm just the weirdest looking man, and I was like,
well, not
and
wrong,
I like
not
wasn't
wrong.
offended. Wasn't offended. I was like, yeah.
Yes, and and then the second day I did not go golfing. I spent the entire time in the hot tub, which was wonderful and peaceful.
And so were you driving the golf court? You did that thing where it's like in my brain. I'm not. Did you drive the golf? I must say course this time. Cart.
Yeah.
Did you drive the golf?
I didn't. Actually, the guy that like slept in the same room as me drove it the whole time, which was fine with me. I was just a little passenger princess. I'm just a little passenger princess. I'm just a little girl.
Are you the Princess Peach and I'm here? I'm Mario to save you. Mario. Notice how Mario hits bricks, not like this. He's like,
Okay.
If Mario, Chris Pratt voicing Mario in the new Mario movie. I tried to watch a little bit on Netflix.
Did not. I did
Stopped
not.
watching. It was for kids. It was fine, but it wasn't for their adult
Tricks
fans.
are for kids.
What was I saying about that?
Mario being
It
gay.
wasn't that great. Oh, imagine if it was me voicing Mario. Princess Peach. Oh.
Whoa. Thank God you were not hired for that gig. Thank God you were not hired for that gig.
The other Chris Pratt.
Because you obviously auditioned, I'm sure.
I did not audition. I was asked.
You were asked. You were called.
To leave the premises. I was asked to leave.
Yeah.
The MGM lots or wherever it was filmed.
Just making shit up. But
yes.
But what did happen this whole trip? There was also
yes.
like an emotional moment, which was great. Everybody was like very, we bonded very well.
What was the emotional moment?
He just like went around and like we gave like our best memory of the groom, and which kind of started as like a joke. Like we were just gonna do a shot around the fire.
Yeah.
Then it was like somebody like jokingly said it, so then we did it.
Yeah,
but
I love
then
that.
he is like very emotional. Love you, Jeff, but he's very emotional. And my favorite thing to tease him with is that he wants his life to be like a rom-com.
Sure.
So he does things to like make it like
no
a rom-com. There's no rom.
There's no rom or com.
But so he gets very emotional. So then he went and like gave like a 5-minute speech about every individual person, why they were chosen, what
5
they meant in
minutes
his
per
life.
person.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
But you know
blah,
what? It was kind of nice
blah.
to hear because like
Of
you're
course.
just meeting these people and you're like, oh, like I didn't know they did that for you, and like. Jeff is like a little brother to me. So it's like when you're hearing like, oh, and they helped him with like all these things, whatever.
10 people, that's 50 minutes.
What else were we doing? We were sitting around a fire doing shots.
It
was the last night.
And actually, I'm making fun, but that'd be me. I love to get like.
You love those moments.
Like, oh my God. They really drove you home that one night.
You bought yourself.
God, I had no idea.
You bought yourself the Chinese candle for your birthday. So I think when we're going on moments of
and
things,
it sang to me.
And we also sang to you.
And it spun.
Why the voice? Shaking.
Me at the pearly gates. God, why the voice?
Why the voice? What did happen on this trip?
Yes.
Was that we drank a ton.
Oh my God.
Which was honestly the highlight of the trip for me. No, it wasn't. But
we love when the Christians get together and drink, which
was really not drunk very much. I was consistently tipsy for pretty much 4 days straight.
And we love to see it.
Which love to see. Everybody was great people to be with. No slob kebabs. Nobody like drunk and being crazy. Like it was just like good vibes.
Right.
The whole trip.
I love that.
10 out of 10.
I love
Somebody
that.
cooked the whole time. Like, we didn't go out to eat. Like
that's the best part.
Yeah, it was great. It was honestly like a great weekend. It's
hard to
for
find
that.
a guy who loves to cook and is good at it. And when you find when that's
shout
both,
out to Austin. Not my brother, but another guy named Austin.
See, at least I knew your brother's name was
Kelsey's
Austin.
brother. His fiance's brother.
Kelsey
Is Jeff's fiance.
Oh, hey girl.
So it was her.
guy.
Both of her brothers were there, but the one is like a cook.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was so good.
That.
And then he would make like he kept calling them like pocket dogs for the golf trip. So like he would just like make a bunch of hot dogs and wrap them in foil, and everybody just like had a bunch of them in their pockets to eat on the golf.
I love that. I'm like pocket dog.
No, it was great. So there could be everybody got a pocket dog. Everybody got a pocket
Yo, you pocket dogged it up.
Whoa. There was just no doubt that you were going to be gay, huh?
You know what it was giving?
There was just no doubt you were going to be gay, huh? It's astounding to me that your parents were still shocked.
I know. Well, you know what? They were probably less shocked that I was gay, and they were probably more shocked that the prayers didn't ungay me.
They were just disappointed. They weren't mad. They were just disappointed.
They were probably They were disappointed in their own faith that it wasn't strong enough to overcome the devil's wily ways.
And the devil is wild in this one.
And you know what? I'm the devil's puppet, and his hand is up my.
I'm sure it is. Double time, girl.
That's gross. Ew, I hate that. I didn't say that.
Tybo double time.
Huh?
You didn't do typo. It was
What's
like a gym
typo?
class thing, like a gym class workout.
Why were you doing this when you said typo double time? Okay. So, okay.
Hey.
That's I like.
Speaking of drinking.
Yes.
I know we wanted to chat for just like a second, although we do have to do our segment. We can't forget.
Oh, I know.
But
Plus 5 minutes. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes.
For what?
Left.
Oh. I was like, for
so
what?
A quick drinking story and then
we'll do segment. Okay. Go ahead. Tell me about the first time you ever got drunk.
So speaking of a group of 10 Christians getting together and drink, that was the first time I ever drank.
Oof.
Of course, it was with all my church friends. I was a little, sheltered homeschool kid, so I never drank.
You were. We would have no idea.
Straight-laced little. Oh, straight.
Laced.
Something's laced. I was laced with something, clearly. This water must be laced with something because I'm feeling it.
What if we just told the story?
Okay. So a group of like 10 of us, like a Friday night or something, maybe even Sunday night after church. Something. We all get together.
Not on the Lord's Day.
Trust. Hey, God's first miracle when he sent Jesus. Jesus turned water into wine. First miracle.
And then they all got super drunk
and then
did weird things.
Now, what version of the Bible you read? The Catholic one? Because I don't got that in my Bible.
The New Testament. The 2024 Testament.
The Nude Testament.
The Nude Testament.
So we're all sitting around drinking. And of course,
NEWD.
first time I drank, okay, they had these little bottles of like, it was green apple, like sour green apple, like mini bottles of, I think, like, gross, right? You know what I mean? Like, imagine me. I'm like, yay!
Yeah, like a middle schooler's like mocktail. Yes.
But I didn't know any better. I was like, oh my God. First shot. And my friends were like, do it. And I was like, yay, do it. And then whatever. Get this.
Oh my God, they made you gay. They gave
I was
you
very,
these green
very
apples,
gay
apple
that.
teenies and made you gay. You and my 65-year-old mother, who's not 65, by the way, she's like 63.
Now, wait a minute,
did age her.
Diana, I'm sorry. I walked in like this. Sup? I took one sip of that apple teeny and went,
hey, hi.
Gag on this girl.
Oh, you gagged on something that night.
In. I'm on the floor, which is kind of like shaggy carpet like this. Get this. My friend, love her, my friend Sam, love you girl. She's teaching me how to do the cry baby on this floor, right?
The cry baby.
This like
on the floor. Like where you like your butt goes.
Yes. 2 minutes later, I'm getting my other friend. Hey girl, I don't want to say all their names in case they're like mad about it. Sorry. So they know who they are. I'm like, girl.
Oh, hey, this type of person.
God's giving me a Bible verse for you. God wants me to, and I gave her a Bible verse.
Not a drunken verse.
Drunk girl.
Did you sing it to her?
And I gave her a verse. Get this. To this day, she has. I hope to this day. Better be to this day. She has a keychain with that verse, like the reference, like on it
of the verse that you gave her. Did you gift her that, or she just bought
her
it?
Husband did. Who they weren't married at the time, but of course, one of my mutual friends who were on that group, love you. They ended up getting married, so it was really cool. And he got her that as like a joke.
Well, how long ago was this?
And 9-10 years at this point.
Like
yeah,
you were
maybe
21.
10 years. Mm-hmm,
like you had just turned 21, or you weren't?
Yes, I had just turned 21 in negative 6 months.
I'm like, you can just say it. My first story is
I was
also
like,
not.
I was 20. I didn't drink till I was 20.
I wasn't even 20.
But then the same friend Sam that taught me these.
Side eye.
Oh, that was probably the second or third time I got drunk when I took a roll of paper towels, went down the friend's hallway, trailing paper towel behind me going, I love you, Kevin Bacon.
Why?
Mind you, get this. I had never seen a Kevin Bacon movie. I never seen Footloose. I don't know.
His only movie, apparently.
So anyway, so the same friend that was teaching me the crybaby, and then I give the verse. 5 minutes later, she's up teaching me how to go in this friend's hallway when the parents are gone and do a handstand and twerk and a handstand on like you did at my Halloween party.
So how come you haven't done it for me yet?
Well, I said the friend showed me. I didn't say I could do it well or at all.
We'll be the judge of that. We'll
Ready,
post
here we
that
go.
on the Instagram. We'll post that on the Instagram.
Anyway, so that was the first time I got drunk, and it's kind of funny, looking back. I was like, I got a verse, and it was kind of funny. But
Not
anyway,
a verse.
But we need to pop off before we run out of time.
Not a verse. Girl.
What was your first time? Like sloppy or like chill?
I don't know. I blacked out, to be honest. It was at a party that my brother threw at our house while my parents were out of town. I was like 18. And I got drunk off Mike's Hard Lemonades also.
That was my drink of choice too back in the day.
But it's all sugar.
I know.
So it just makes you sick.
I know.
And I blacked out. I remember talking to my friend on the couch, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up literally in the bathroom on the floor throwing up.
Girl.
So, which is gross. But that was like really
Mike.
gross. That whole party was just like really gross, to be honest.
And how old were you?
Ew, and this is really disgusting, then we have to move on. My brother's friend.
This is disgusting and we need to move on.
Not wearing that jacket. You're saying that. But my brother's friend like threw up in a cooler that we had, like a little mini cooler that we had. And my dumb brother was like, well, I don't want to clean it. So we had like these woods behind our house. So he just threw this bright red cooler in the woods. Well, it gets snowed on. So then it gets covered. So my parents don't see it for a long time. Summer comes around. My mom sees it. She goes out to get it because she's like, why is my cooler in the woods?
Please tell me she didn't open it.
Of course she had to open it. And then sees that it's full of like pink vomit. Yeah, it was disgusting. It was really gross. And like, God, it was just so gross.
Austin, you owe your mom a cooler.
Well, he had a rough night that night too.
Oh.
He fell asleep on the deck and we left him out there in the rain.
You know what it's time for? It's time to pop off.
Maybe if my cousin wasn't high.
Austin, why don't you pop off on your brother later for leaving you in the rain? But anyways, let's pop off.
I almost was opening Snapchats.
And it's time to pop off. Top 10 ways you know you're ready to pop off. Number 1. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I would like
what
to.
You got? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I have to pick one. Oh, okay. Let's kind of talk about this because it kind of has to do with what we were.
Okay.
My dad's story, I guess. But thoughts on
people falling into a hole and taking over, taking the spotlight at your uncle's funeral.
Thoughts on / do you get secondhand embarrassment? Explain what that is.
Okay. I do know what that is. I don't really experience it to the extent that a lot of people do. I don't get bad secondhand embarrassment, which from my understanding is where if you're watching even on like a show or something, or like one of them, I don't know, maybe a YouTube video or like a TV show or something that's like a reality TV, whatever, and something cringy or embarrassing happens, like you feel the embarrassment and you like can't watch because you've then have taken that on. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't really get that.
Okay.
Do you?
I feel like that between the three of us, we meet all the levels. You don't get it.
I don't.
I'm like a middle level where like there's certain things that like truly like just fuck me up.
Yeah.
But like other things I can deal with, and I feel like PP is very like
producer Poppy gets the blanket.
Yeah. It's like don't ask, don't tell. But
so if you're in the middle, what kind of things for you would cause that?
A great example, American Idol. And karaoke, I'm going to throw in that same category. There to me is nothing worse than a bad singer doing what they believe is like a great rendition of a song. It's just like, it honestly, it's honest to God, it feels as if I am them singing horribly and I can't stop it.
Okay.
Like it melts my insides. But like other things wouldn't bother me. I mean, like, my dad fell in a hole. Like that didn't embarrass me.
Maybe you like microdosed yourself to not be as bad because you have mirrors in your home.
Yeah, you've made that joke before though. Let's think of some new material here, kid. How about that, Squirt?
But no, I don't really. I think we do make
also,
up the trifecta.
You want to talk about mirrors in the home?
Oh, what?
How many mirrors are in this house, Christopher?
Why such a big home?
So there was a literal time period where you just
it's time for me to pop
off on buying mirrors
on Facebook Marketplace.
Every day text me. So I bought another mirror.
I know.
So I bought two more mirrors.
Like probably a 2-week period. In 2 weeks, I had probably bought maybe 16 to 18 mirrors on Facebook Marketplace.
Which thank God you have a big house.
Yes.
So
well, you know what? And you got to admit, it doesn't look crazy and like overly done with mirrors now. They're in all the guest rooms.
They're in good spot.
Sorry.
In your socks.
So it's fine. But you're right. I did have a moment where I popped off.
You did.
On Facebook. $5 mirrors that are like 40 by 40. Mirrors are so expensive. Let's talk about that.
They are so
Let's
expensive.
not talk about that.
But yeah, secondhand version. Don't like it. Would prefer to not have it.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect me that much, but I do know exactly what you're talking about. And what's actually kind of bad is when I'm with someone that does get it, because I won't like recognize that secondhand embarrassment, and then they get it really bad, and I'm like, oh.
You know where it recently happens to me a lot? Is like when I'm choreographing these shows.
Oh no.
Obviously that means I have to watch the show quite a number of times as it goes on.
No.
So like when something happens in a show and I'm just like, somebody thinks they're killing it or whatever.
With your choreo in front of you.
Not even that. It could be like acting things, it could be singing things, and like I will not name the names. But like in any show that I've had to choreograph at this point, like sometimes I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, oh my God, like it's just so not good. Like, and they just don't know it. You know what I mean? But it feels like, oh my God, it like cringes my inside.
Especially if they thought they ate it.
Eat it.
Speaking of eating, okay, that ties into mine. So what I want to pop off on and ask your opinions, because we've both worked in like fast food or like food service type of industries, jobs. What are your thoughts on customers who get to the register but don't know what they want to order yet? And there's a line behind them. And they've been waiting in line.
They've been waiting in line?
Yes.
Let me say, my opinion changes depending on where it is.
Okay.
Because in some places these days, the menu that's up behind the register includes maybe 4 things.
And not to mention, sometimes they have the screens now that like changes. And I'm like, okay, I wanted a number 6, but what size?
I don't know where it went.
What's the side with that? And then it goes, bloop, here's desserts.
And I'm like,
now wait a minute.
you have this, but like it's not up there. So then it's
yes.
So if it's that type of an establishment, like I get
Sure.
it can be a little annoying.
No,
to be honest.
I'm not talking about. Yeah.
But if
I mean,
you're at like a Starbucks where that
and there's
is
a line
listed,
and they
out
waited
for
in line
you.
at least 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a long line,
No.
and they get like, "Hi,
There's no excuse.
can I get
Especially if you're by yourself, you were doing nothing,
Mama,
before you got up here.
Nothing.
Why the literal do you not know what you want at this
Thank
point?
you.
Also, it's 2024 and we're at a Starbucks. Seriously,
Use your app, girl.
Seriously, you think you don't know what you want?
Use your app.
You're gonna get the same thing you've been getting every damn year you
I
come
know.
here.
They're like, am I gonna be like fun, flirty, and different today?
Yeah.
And then they get up there and
No.
they're like,
I would like a black coffee, please.
And then they order the same old.
Yeah,
Girl,
yeah.
cut the shite. Get
It's
to
just,
your
like,
order.
too much.
Take your caramel frap and leave.
Yeah, the caramel frap.
Me.
Yeah.
Decaf.
caramel frap.
Brave.
The caramel cream frap, which
You know
has
what they
no
probably
coffee in it.
did?
Period.
You know what? I know it's bad. It's just all sugary crap. You know what they probably do? They probably gave me the caffeinated coffee anyway. They said this Fajo is gonna get what they get.
I mean, a frappuccino is like brave to even say it has caffeine in it. I mean, like with the coffee concentrate they use, as somebody who was an ex barista. Whoa, the spirit. If the spirit is in the room with us, please flicker a light. Imagine. Can you imagine
the
the light
spirit.
started
If
flickering?
all these,
I would have freaked out.
it'd be
That
your
would've been
uncle,
great.
and then he pushes out the chair.
But yeah, there's no excuse. You know what else there's an excuse for?
What?
When you're mobile ordering and you decide to do it literally as we're getting up to the
Bye, all.
speaker box
It's
in
been
the
such a
drive-thru.
great day. I hope you.
Any thoughts on that,
Producer
Producer
Poppy, cut the track.
Any thoughts
Producer
on that,
Poppy, hit the
Producer
track.
Poppy?
One time did I forget to put the mobile order until we were in the drive-thru, but you know what? It was done by the time we got to the window.
No,
so
that's not
how
one
about
time.
That
Not one time.
2 times.
One time with me. One time with Stroke. You know why? Because I almost started to say his real name. So that was like one time with him, and I'm positive there have been other times.
I think we're out of time.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Jordan, is there anything you'd like to say to our folks before we leave?
Anything you would like to say, Mario Kart?
Hi.
Hi.
It's me,
Hi, Gay.
Mario. Hi, Gay.
Oh, speaking of drinking stories, how can people comment below if we should do a drunk episode?
If you want to see us do a bunch of shots and hit record, girl, woo!
Let's do a drunk get ready with me. The getting ready, nothing.
I was
you
like,
whitening your teeth
getting
and
ready
me, like
for- I
changing my
know.
shirt.
Can't talk. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be a blessing, me not being able to talk.
It's the best time of my life.
Bye.
But anyway, comment below if you think we should do a drunk episode. I think it'd be
below.
fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. You can go to bythewaypod.com.
Oh my God.
You can find our links to everything. Instagram,
No.
TikTok, YouTube,
Not Twitter,
Spotify,
as I found out.
not X. We are
Not
not on
X.
X. Not until we start the OnlyFans, of course. Then we'll be on X. The podcast OnlyFans.
Only gams and only hams.
Only games and only.
that was.
By the way, only
And by
hams.
the way,
it's
when,
just
when you
honey baked ham.
do go to all those places, you better leave us those 5 stars, leave us a comment, leave us a review, leave us a something, because we expect nothing but the best from our best.
And subscribe.
Bye. See you next Monday. Every
Bye.
Monday. Mwah.